Hi, I'm Dave Allen, and welcome to the Gamer's Den. And now we are on turn 11 of our Mice and Mystics gameplay, in which we now are in the kitchen. We're trying to help Miss Maggie take out these roaches and be able to hopefully get her attention to be able to help us later on in the story. So at this point in time, we have 8 roaches on the board, and this is what the initiative track is going to look like for this turn. So as you can see, we have Tilda, Maginos, and Colin that are going to go before the roaches, and then Nez is hopefully going to clean up the mess that's left over. But we have a few things to kind of be concerned about. We have 3 cheese on the minion wheel. We have the fact that we have to go back down into the kitchen tunnels in order to get into the tunnel entrance space. Sadly, we cannot move from the kitchen onto the courtyard. You have to do that through the tunnel entrance space, which kind of stinks, but hopefully we'll be able to do it without any issues. But the nice thing is if we go back down into the kitchen tunnel, we don't have to draw another encounter card. So those are some good things there for Tilda's turn. So let's see what she's gonna do. So now it's on to Tilda's turn. Okay, Tilda's right over here, and we're surrounded by 8 roaches. Technically 2 are up here on the table, but that red line right there means we can't go from that tile onto the table. We have to climb up this space with the yellow little notch right there. So we have to climb up the broom to get up onto the table to try to confront those roaches. Let's roll for Tilda's movement. Okay, so she gets a 3. All right, so she gets a 3. She can move up to 5 spaces with that 2 movement that she has. And I'm gonna say she's just gonna go right into this space right here with these 3 roaches. Now you're probably thinking, why would you do that? Well, because of that lovely Hammer of Nandin, which grants her +2 battle value if she's on the same space as the minions that she's fighting. So since I'm going to target one of these roaches, I'm gonna be able to fight with 4 battle dice. Now because I'm in the same space as those roaches. So let's see how we do. Oh boy. So we get 1 hit and we get 1 cheese. So we're gonna add 1 cheese to Tilda's stash. So now she has 2. And now let's roll for defense of that roach. All right. So the hit gets through and attacks that roach, and we're gonna remove that roach from the board. Okay, so now we have 1 less roach to deal with. So Tilda defeated a roach. So now remember that special rule of gaining Ms. Maggie's attention. So what we're gonna have to do is roll a dice and see if we get a starburst rolled. And if we do, which we did, woo! We're able to gain Miss Maggie's attention. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this lovely pie token, which represents the Miss Maggie story achievement, and we're gonna add that to the party stash. So we're gonna leave Tilda there with those 2 roaches. So that will end her turn. Sweet! All right, we got Miss Maggie's attention. She knows that we're there. She knows that we are Colin, Tilda, and Maginos, and Nez, and well, Filch, who she probably doesn't even know who he is at this point. So so she's able to know that we are these mice that are gonna try to help her, but she needs to help us, right? Be able to get out of this castle. So the awesome thing is that Tilda was able to get her attention, we're able to get out of there, but as well as take down a roach. So that was a really good use of her ability, using that Hammer of Nandin to really pound down onto that roach and be able to defeat it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on to Colin's turn. Now let's see what Colin's gonna be able to do. So let's roll for Colin's movement. Ooh boy, he gets a 1. Darn. So he gets a 1 for movement, +2 movement of his value, so he gets up to 3. I'm gonna say let's try not to leave Tilda alone here because she's gonna get hit twice if she's gonna get attacked let's go and help Tilda out over here with these roaches, and hopefully Colin will be able to take down one of them with his sword. So we're gonna roll 3 battle dice for his sword. Oh boyo, nice. So what a hit. So 3 hits are going towards that roach, and that roach only gets 1 defense die. Let's see how that roach defends. Ooh, okay, so the roach blocks 1, but 2 still get through, and we're able to destroy that roach right there in front of Colin on that space. All right, so we got rid of 2 roaches. That's great. Whew. So now, looking at Colin, he could borrow some cheese. He can give some cheese. I think it's best to hold on to what he has for right now. And we're going to move it on to Maginos' turn. All right, so Colin takes down the roach as well. So we have Tilda, who takes down the roach and gains Miss Maggie's attention. Colin takes down the roach. Now we're down to 6 roaches that we have to deal with. We still have those roaches that are on the kitchen countertop, so we got to worry about those guys too. So hopefully we don't get any cheese added to the mini wheel by the end of this turn, but who knows? We can never be too sure about these things. So what we're going to do is move on to Maginos' turn. Let's roll for Maginos' movement. He gets a 3, so you can move up to 5 spaces. And I'm going to say with Maginos, we're going to try to stay as far away from danger as possible. I'm going to say maybe we'll move up here maybe, and just kind of hang out up here. Okay, now we are on to Maginos, so he's going to hide there. Luckily, we're able to get Ms. Maggie's attention earlier. So now what Maginos can do, if he's there, he could attack a roach with just his normal staff attack. And I'm going to say he's probably going to go for one of these roaches over here that are probably going to be heading right towards Nez. So let's go and try to attack at least one of those and help out Nez. Oops. We're going to reroll this one. All right. So he gets a hit. So he gets 1 hit, and then that roach is going to try to defend. All right. So Maginos comes in, attacks the roach all the way over here, is able to take one out. Booyah. That's awesome. And now we're going to kind of look at what else Maginos can do. Really can't do any much from here, so what we're going to do is we're going to end Maginos' turn. Alright, Maginos is not fully useless anymore. He actually can do something. Alright. So Maginos is hanging in there. He's able to take down a roach, be able to kind of hopefully destroy even more guys. Hopefully be able to stay out of danger, be able to kind of stay underneath the table, maybe just take down guys from a distance and kind of see what's going to happen with Maginos. But right now, he's doing some work. He's doing a good job here. And now we're going to be able to move it on to the roaches' turn and see what those remaining roaches are going to do. Okay, now we're on to the roaches. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do these roaches first, and then we're going to go on to those 2. So, we're going to have this roach move first. It gets 3 for movement, but it doesn't even have to move because it's in the same space as Colin and Tilda. And it's going to attack Tilda because Tilda's highest on the initiative order. So we're going to have this roach attack Tilda. Boom. Oh, let's roll that again. Oh, boyo. Okay, so we got 2 hits going towards Tilda. Luckily, Tilda has 2 defense to be able to defend herself. So let's see how we do. Oh, boyo. So that's not good at all. But luckily, what happens is that these roaches are not interested in attacking us first. So these 2 cheese that we would have gotten for Tilda are just going to be taken away by that roach. And what we're going to do is move on to the next one. So now we have these roaches over here. Okay, this first one's going to move 1. So it's going to move 1 right there. And then the second one here, we're going to roll for that one's movement. It's going to move 1. So luckily we get a little bit of respite here from getting any attacks from those roaches. And now what we're going to have to do is roll for those roaches. And we have to roll for the number of roaches that are on this space, so that's 2. And if we get any cheese rolled, we have to take these cheese and add it to the minion wheel. So let's see what we can do here. Boom. Oh, beautiful. So no cheese was rolled. Roaches are basically just gonna kind of hang out here on the tile, still trying to eat that cheese. Haven't gotten to it just yet. So luckily we lucked out with these roaches. Didn't get any major attacks or hits. And now we're gonna move on and end the roaches' turn. So we lucked out that those 2 roaches on the kitchen countertop did not take any cheese, which is great. So the cheese is just staying there. It's gonna hang out there for a little while longer. But the problem is remember, if we had to keep going for Miss Maggie's attention and we weren't able to be successful, there would have been more roaches on the kitchen countertop. Now that we found Miss Maggie and got her attention, now we don't have to worry about adding any more roaches to the kitchen countertop. So that's a good thing. You just need to be able to get up there before the end of this whole tile to be able to destroy them before they have a chance to get more cheese on that minion wheel. But with all that said, we did a pretty good job. We survived. You know, we're able to hold out a little bit longer. And let's go on to Nez's turn to see what he's gonna do. So now we're gonna go on to Nez's turn, our big burly tinkerer dude. So what we're gonna do is we're going to roll for movement. We get a 3. So now Nez can move up to 4 spaces. So we have a few choices of what we can do here. We can try to have Nez come here and try to attack one of these roaches, or have him move over here and attack one of those roaches. So Nez, what I'm gonna probably do with him is move him here and attack one of these roaches right there, and he's gonna use 4 battle dice because he's on a space adjacent to him. And we're going to strike down at those roaches. Wow, okay, so he got 3 hits, which is awesome. And he also gets a cheese. So we're gonna instantly give him that cheese. And now we're gonna see how that roach defends. It's gonna roll. It blocks 1 hit, but 2 still get through, and we're able to destroy one of these roaches. All right, this is great. So half of the roaches are already destroyed at this point at the end of this first turn. So things are looking up for our crew. So Nez is done. I don't think there's any other things he can do at the moment. So what we're gonna do is actually end his turn and end the round for today. All right, Nez. Okay, Nez is able to take down a roach. Now we're down to 4 roaches. So we took down the number of roaches and cut it in half within 1 turn. That's pretty darn good. So hopefully next turn we'll be able to get rid of the rest of the roaches and be able to just quickly go back down to the kitchen tunnels. I'm really hoping we don't get a surge on this tile since it is Brody, and Brody's pretty notorious for causing lots of issues for the mice. But with that being said, we're going to move on from Nez's turn and kind of end this turn for events. And I really strongly encourage you folks, if you like this show, please like and subscribe to the show, as well as leave a comment. I really like to see what you guys have in store for me for ideas with Colin, Tilda, and Maginos, where these mice are going to be able to go, what they can do, because seriously, I just have my one perspective, one mind. I'd be really happy to see what you guys can come up with and what some ideas you can add to this story. So with that said, I hope you folks have a wonderful day.